Why your loneliness is a superpower. You are terrified of being alone, and because you're terrified, you are weak. Every time you feel a hint of silence, you reach for your phone, you open a tab, or you hit up people you don't even like just to drown out the noise of your own thoughts. You treat loneliness like it's a disease that needs to be cured, but the truth is, your loneliness is the only thing that can actually save you. It is a superpower that most people will never have the courage to unlock. Most guys in our generation treat being alone like a failure. They think that if they aren't constantly surrounded by a circle, or if they aren't in a relationship, they are somehow behind. They judge their value based on their notifications. If the phone is dry, they feel worthless. If the room is quiet, they feel anxious. And frankly, that is a pretty stupid way to live, because now your peace of mind is sitting in the hands of other people. You are a slave to attention, and attention is the weakest thing you can build a life on. The world wants you to stay connected. Why? Because a connected man is a distracted man. The algorithm doesn't want you to sit in a dark room and think about your future. It wants you to scroll. It wants you to be a spectator in everyone else's highlight reel. Most people aren't looking for friendship, they're looking for relief. Relief from the crushing weight of their own potential that they are currently ignoring. They think that being social is the goal. But for most people, socializing is just a sophisticated way of procrastinating on the work they know they should be doing. If your life is already weak, more people won't make it strong. It will just distract you from the weakness for a while. This is why so many guys are obsessed with belonging. They chase a squad or a girlfriend like it's going to fix the emptiness they had before the people even showed up. It won't. That is the whole point of this video. Solitude will not make you happy if you are already empty, but it will show you exactly where the holes are. And that is where the superpower begins. I've seen it happen so many times. Guys who used to be disciplined, guys who used to train and actually work on a skill, they got scared of being the loner, so they traded their edge for a seat at a table where nobody is actually winning. Their discipline got weaker, their focus went dull. Their whole life shrank into the size of a group chat. And when they finally look up, they realize they have less progress and a worse mood than when they were alone. I felt that myself too. There was a point where I was just chasing social validation, and I could feel how heavy it was becoming. I would be on my PC, meant to be building this channel or working on a skill, and I'd be checking my messages every 2 minutes. I wanted the proof that I mattered to someone. And at some point, it hit me. This was not helping my life in any serious way. It was just eating my time. I had to learn to shut the door. I had to learn to be the guy who could sit in the silence and not break. That is when I understood something critical. A man's value is not decided by how many people text him. It is decided by what kind of person he is becoming in the moments when nobody is watching. His discipline, his direction, his self-control, that stuff only grows in the soil of solitude. When you are alone, you have the ultimate advantage, zero noise. You can hear your own ambition. You can find your own mission. You can become sharper, calmer, and more capable. But let me make something clear. This is not me telling you to become a bitter loser who says he's above people because he can't get a text back. That is pure cope. Being socially normal is a requirement. You should be able to talk to anyone. You should be able to make eye contact and lead a conversation without turning weird or desperate. That is part of being a confident man. But the difference is, a confident man chooses to be around people. A weak man needs to be around people. Stop acting like you need a circle right now. You probably don't. What you probably need is a project. You need to build your body, build your mind, and build your future. Because once a man actually has something real going for him, his loneliness disappears and is replaced by selective solitude. Now, he isn't looking for a distraction to save him. Now he is choosing who is worthy of his time. It's the butterfly example. The guy who runs around chasing butterflies usually ends up with nothing. But the guy who builds a good garden, the guy who stays in his own lane and works the soil, he ends up with all the butterflies. And even if they don't come, he still has a beautiful garden. That is how you win. Build yourself. Build your mind. Build your mind. Then the people who are actually worth something will notice that. And if they don't, you still built a strong life. That's a win either way. A lot of young men are wasting years trying to be chosen by a group instead of trying to become someone worth choosing. That mindset ruins lives. I don't think friends are useless. I think the average guy puts way too much importance on fitting in, when in reality, that effort is slowing down his future. Your loneliness isn't a curse. It is the incubation period for the man you are supposed to be. Stop running from the silence. Go talk to people. Be normal. But keep your focus where it belongs, on becoming a man with something real behind him. Because the truth is, the right circle can add to a strong life, but it cannot build one for you. Build your own life first, then choose wisely.